Hey YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back. It is always a pleasure to have you, friends. So you guys saw the thumbnail. You know today's not a Dollar Tree haul, but in fact, a TEMU haul. I got a nice little assortment of some fun things as well as practical. And why don't we just go ahead and jump right in, and I'm just going to start talking about some of these things. I did depackage everything just so you wouldn't have a whole ton of crinkling and the like. So jumping in, let's start with a few practical items. First of all, I got this. And you're like, what the heck is that, Michelle? Well, I will show you. This is, so I was just talking about not having crinkling, but here we go. So this is, oh, this is a pair of, oops, one just fell on the floor. Sorry guys, along with the suction cups, but I have one right here. So with these suction cups, these mount to the passenger windows of your car to block out some of the UV rays, but still be able to see through it as you drive. When we were on a road trip recently, Hugo and the UV rays coming through the window, I could tell were kind of bothering him. He's not big on being in the sun or having a lot of direct sun on him. I don't know if it has to do with one of the medications he takes or something, but in any case, it can be very intense for him, even on a relatively cool day, having that bright sun shining in on him. So I thought this would be kind of an interesting, I thought this was an interesting product and a cheap and cheerful way, because I forgot these were something like $1.19 a pair or something very, very inexpensive. I'm trying to figure out with these suction cups how exactly I do it. It looks as though maybe they just kind of clip on here. It's a little hard to tell. Yeah, kind of. There we go. There we go. It kind of, you clip the suction cups on there. It comes with 4 in total. There's a pair of these, so I guess 2 suction cups, and then you just attach it to your window, and it's just, again, just to block out some of that UV. So I think that's pretty nifty, and I'm looking forward to putting those in the car and seeing how they work. I think especially if you have young kids or babies sleeping in the back, that could be especially helpful, or grown-ups who also don't want a ton of sun in their face. I think that could prove helpful as well. The next item I got are these, which these are screen patches. They are adhesive screen patches, you know, for your window screens. And I'll tell you guys a funny story about why I purchased this, and I hope it works. If this doesn't work out, I'll just take the screens out and I'll have to go take them over to, I'll take it over to Ace Hardware and have them rescreen it. But one day recently, it was a cool day in Chicago, and of course, I wanted to open my windows and get some fresh air. And a bird was so bold as to land on the windowsill on the other side of the screen. Unbeknownst to said bird, there was Bagel staring at it. And Bagel actually, now I'm working and I have no idea what's going on behind me until I hear like a screeching noise. And what happened was, oh my goodness, Bagel, being a cat, saw the bird through the screen and took his opportunity, and with his paw punched a perfect hole through the window screen, and he actually had his paw on this bird. He actually had his claws in this bird. And I don't know what he was planning to do. I presume pull it into the house, which would have terrified and horrified me, because not only am I afraid of birds, I also don't want to see my cat maul one in front of me in my house, no less. So of course I screamed, Bagel! And now he released the bird and it flew away off the windowsill in just like a shower of feathers. Again, on the outside of the window. And he never wound up bringing the bird into the house. Thank goodness. But now I have a paw-sized hole in my screen that I'm hoping these patches will help me resolve. So that was an exciting afternoon. Adventures of working at home. Oh my goodness. I'll take that over, like, you know, inane office gossip any day, though. Really, quite frankly, I can handle Bagel and his animal instincts a lot better than some of these humans. But I digress. Another kind of utilitarian item that I really like, and I'm using one right now, are these little phone stands. I'm using something very similar right now, and this always goes missing, my little phone stand that I'm using right now. Somebody's always snatching it. Mostly it's Jacob. And I never have it when I need it. And of course I'm struggling to open. Let me open this one. Here, there we go. This one's much easier. Sorry, guys. So I'm always looking for one. So I bought 3. A spare for me and one for Jacob. And see, it's got like a little kickstand that folds out. Very simple, and you rest your phone. This will actually even hold an iPad. I've used this also for an iPad, so it's really great. And this folds down flat, so, you know, you can stick it in your backpack, your, you know, your briefcase, wherever, you know, whatever you were traveling with you, in your purse, what have you. So I bought 3 of those, one in blue, one in white, and one in a very bright green. So now everybody's going to have their own. So there's that. And that's pretty much on the kind of utilitarian items. And then moving into, let's see, what should we move into? I've got a few health and beauty items. One of which is, well, I guess this counts as health and beauty. This temporary tattoo I thought was kind of cool. And I myself don't have any tattoos. And that's not generally my style. Not that I have anything against tattoos whatsoever. I think they're awesome, amazing, incredibly personal. There's some beautiful art out there. But just for me, I don't want to permanently tattoo anything on my body. Some of it has a little bit to do with my faith, and the other is there's just nothing I would want permanently tattooed to my body. But I thought, you know, this is so cool. This is like a grown-up temporary tattoo. And I thought, you know, how fun that like TEMU can give us really inexpensive ways to kind of like play with our look, right? I think this was all 49 cents, you know. But another way you can use this is I could even use this as a transfer. I heard of YouTube crafters. I want to say it was Jennifer Moen, who had suggested using temporary tattoos as like as transfers. So if I don't decide to wear it on my body, I could possibly use it in a craft. So I just thought it was pretty and kind of neat. So I thought that was cool. And then I also picked up a couple of eyeliner pencils, one in white, because I've heard that white is very brightening to the eye, and I'm interested in playing with this and trying it. Let's see. And it's like a retractable, is it a retractable type, or do I have to sharpen it? Oh, I think I have to sharpen it. Oh, poo. Seriously? All right, that's disappointing. Really? No. Okay, I was wrong. No, it does twist up. See, I thought to myself, Michelle, I know you wouldn't get one that you have to sharpen. Okay. Anyway, let's just do a little swatcheroonie. It's white, pure white. So, I don't know. I'm going to have fun playing with that, putting that in my waterline and seeing what happens, you know. I don't know. Never tried it before. And this was super cheap too. $1? I forget. It was inexpensive, even cheaper than Dollar Tree, if I remember correctly. So, right around $1. And then this one is like a beautiful kind of jade green, which I kind of want to start playing with a little more color with my makeup, you know. So, including this... I thought this jade, ooh, wow. I'm curious to see what it looks like on the inside and swatch it. Ooh, oh, it's pretty. It's deep. It's a deep color. But there's that. Ooh, it's pretty. Oh my goodness. And very creamy. Like I barely put any pressure, and look at all that color payout. Pretty nice, huh? Not bad. These are gel eyeliners, and the brand is, it says Davis on here. Waterproof protection lip and eyeliner pencil. Well, I'm not gonna go for a green lip look, but if you wanted to, apparently you could using this. So that's pretty neat. And those are both the same brand. The white and the green are the same brand. So that's health and beauty. And then, oh no, we're not quite done yet. One more item in health and beauty. That is these nail decals, which I do like using occasionally. I haven't in a while, but I have a bunch of the Sally Hansen decals that I actually bought at Dollar Tree years ago. And over time, I mean, I bought a lot of them. And over time, I've been using them, although haven't for a while. But then I saw these. These were 49 cents, if I remember correctly. I think that was the impetus for buying these. And see, they're kind of like a rose gold and very glittery and pretty. And they come with a little nail file and everything. So good to go. Simple. easy nail look. And then now I bought some jewelry items I'd love to show you guys. I got some earrings, starting with these little like heart hoops. I thought these were kind of cute. It could be a lot of fun, you know, for a young girl or for an old lady like these. They are for me. So let's see, I'm opening to see. Oh, these are cool. Okay. Let me see if I can get one apart easily. Oh, cool. These are nice. So they actually, they have like a nice hinge to it and then they click together. So here, allow me to demonstrate real quick. Here we go. So I'm just snapping them open. Hopefully I can get this in easily. It's hard to see. Okay, I got it, I think. Yeah. Oh. Cute. Cute. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. They're small. I don't remember if these came in at like a bigger diameter. They may have, but very nice. I like the quality on these. They're cute. They're kind of different. They're the kind of thing that's going to make people look at it and be like, oh, cute. Those are a heart. You know, like one of those kind of things. I like that. Neato. These are nice. These are nice. I've got more earrings here. So let's see. Let me take that one out. And that opened pretty easily. Not bad. Here, I'll take out my other earrings that I was wearing just so I can demonstrate. So the next pair, ooh, these are pretty. I'm excited to show you these. Let me take them out of the little package here, if I can. Oh, I really should have pre-opened everything. Here we go. Got it now. It's hard to separate sometimes. Okay. These are little silver drop, like little moonstone earrings. Ooh, so pretty. Look how I tilt it and how the colors change from purple to like, even at this angle, it looks kind of greenish. Neat. I like that. Here, I'm just gonna, I'll put them through my ear real quick for you guys so you can see. Ooh, cute. Cute. Perfect. I wear sometimes bigger earrings, but most days I really like just a small earring like this, you know, kind of simple, enough that you see it. My hair's super short. Oh, I really like these. Wow, these look more expensive definitely than what I paid, which I don't really recall exactly. I don't think anything was anywhere near $5 that I paid for any of these items. Literally any of these. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah. Oh, I love those. Very, very nice. Okay, I'm going to take these out because there's still two more. These are pretty small. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show them to you very well, but I will try. These are some little huggy hoops, and they are, they look like little, I mean, they're faux, but they're, you know, diamond little huggy hoops. And much like the hearts, they're supposed to pry apart. Uh-oh. Do we have a fail? Hold on. Let me try the other one real quick. Oh, okay. The other one opens, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to try this one on for you guys real quick, if I can get it through. Oh, it's very small and hard to see. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this on camera. No, they're really small, you guys. They are really, really small. I don't know how well you can see how tiny they are. So unfortunately, this may not be a great one for me to model. And if I can't get this other one open properly, yeah, I can't. Ooh, I'm really pulling, you guys. We might have a defecto. That's a bummer. I'm going to put those aside and play with those later, and we'll see what happens. And these, so when you're completing an order on Temu, they'll say, are you sure you don't want to add these things? Well, this is one of those things, and these are some, allegedly sterling. They're very inexpensive. They were around $2. So if they are sterling, wow. I'm very impressed by that. But even generally speaking, they're like a silver drop earring, and I am trying to get this bag open. Uh-oh. Again, don't tell my mom or my dentist, okay? Yikes. All right, let me get these out. Come on, guys. Whoop. Ooh, pretty. It's a silver drop here. Let me put them in. I think it'll look like more like something if I actually put them in. How does anybody do the get ready with me kind of thing? I should have brought a mirror with me. That's how they do it. Get with it, Michelle. Ow, these really hurt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, hold on. Let me try this side. Maybe it'll be easier on my right side. I'm right-handed. And okay, ease of use. Okay, you guys, I don't think I'm going to be model these either. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste any more time on them. They're these little, they're sterling. They're just a simple, like simple hook, but it's a very small opening. I don't know if you guys here, how can I illustrate for you? Let me show you on the back of this card real quick. I don't know if you guys can tell how small that opening is, but it's not easy to do blindly. This is not those hooks that you just whoop, pop them right in and it's not a problem. The ones that I like best, honestly, are these, the Moonstone ones. These are like easy to wear, lightweight, look really nice, look like I paid a lot more than whatever it was, which I guarantee, like I said, nothing was even close to possibly $5. I have no idea how much these were, but yeah, I'm just gonna wear these for the rest of the video. I'm feeling a little nonplussed right now. Got a little bit, I don't know. I like my other two orders better. But all right, let's move on. Let's move on. I've got a few more things. Okay, nothing else in like jewelry or anything like that. No. So I did pick up a few crafty items, including this, which I was looking at first and I couldn't remember what the heck it was. And then once I unscrewed it and got it open, I was like, oh yes, I remember now. This is a very nice metal case that unscrews, and what is inside are a bunch of needles. Needles, a lot of these are ones that are like embroidery sized needles with larger eyes that I'm hoping to use for some of my crafting purposes. Very, very inexpensive. Seemed like a good deal at the time. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I could use an assortment of needles that are not sewing needles, but rather large ones like this. I mean, I want to say this was like not even $1, maybe 79 cents. I forget. Very, very little, but they do all come in this very cool little metal tin that at first to me looked like a cigar. I was like, what? What the heck? But there's that. I thought that was kind of nifty. And then I picked up, okay, this was a little disappointing, and only because I think maybe I didn't read the description well enough, but I was looking for, I thought this was either multiple pieces or much larger, but it's this very pretty faux greenery vine pick. It's on a pick. And you see how it hangs down. Kind of smells bad a little bit, like it smells a little plasticky because that's what it's made from. But I like the way it looks. I have no problem with the way it looks. I think it's very pretty. I thought it was going to be maybe fuller, or I thought maybe there was multiple pieces or something, but no, just this one. I think I paid something like $1.38 for it or something. So it's inexpensive. I'm a little disappointed only because it's not what I thought it was. But again, that could be user error as well. But I can definitely use this in the basket that I had intended and add some other greenery that I have here at home and possibly still make it work, you know, or even trim up some of these vines and like to make this and add it to the top to make it a little bit fuller, hanging out of the basket that I have hanging on a wall that I had intended this for to begin with. So quality is good. Read your descriptions, read sizes, look on a tape measure to make sure that you understand exactly how big some items are, because maybe that's not 100% clear. I'll say TEMU doesn't really have a ton of written word descriptions about, like, you know, fabric contents, or necessarily, you know, it's not the easiest necessarily to ascertain how big or what it contains exactly. So just, I don't know. Caveat emptor. Buyer beware. But again, I'm not totally disappointed. I do think it's pretty and it'll work. I'm going to make it work. And then another crafty item I found was this, which is, this is some faux greenery as well. And let's see how it looks out of the package. I hope this is going to serve the purpose that I wanted. It's like, oh my goodness, can I even get it open to show you guys, but it's like it's a strand. It's like a strand of this little leafy garland ribbon kind of stuff. I don't know how exactly to describe it. Can I get it unraveled enough to show you guys? Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, here, let me get you guys a single strand so you can really, so this is what a single strand of it looks like. And as you can tell, there's a bunch here. I forget what the exact length was, but it looked like I was going to have a lot to work with. So I ordered just one bundle. And what I was hoping to use it for, let me show you, is and I hope you guys can see okay, the piece wreath form that I recently hauled a few videos ago, a few Dollar Tree videos ago. I've been looking for these for like 2 years. Walked into one of my city stores one day recently and bam, they had a whole rack of them. So I grabbed 2. And so I'm hoping that I can use this vine to wrap this wreath and make something really super cool. So yay, this is nice. This is very nice. And one thing I noticed is TEMU in the pictures, they had, they even showed like this wrapping around a gift. That would be kind of cool. Or if you guys have, if you're somebody who uses books as decor, I think something that would be really cool is, you know, some people paint the outside of books or they recover them or just take the book jackets off and stack them, use them as risers, etc. This would be kind of cute if you wrap this around several times and tied it off to kind of tie those books together, you know. You could do jute twine too, but like if you wanted like a little pop of green, I think that would be kind of neat. I think there's endless uses for this, so I hope it works out well for the piece wreath that I intended it for. And let's see, is there anything else to really review here before I show you the last item? Oh, there is one more thing in health and beauty. Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of order, but that's nothing unusual. Out of order. This is not exactly what I hoped it would be. I was hoping they'd be a little bit thicker and wider, and that is these little wristbands that you put on while you're washing your face to prevent like the water from dripping down your arms. And like, let's say I was wearing a long sleeve pajamas and I'm washing up or whatever, it would soak up the water and prevent it from like soaking my pajama sleeves. I was hoping they'd be a little bit wider. I don't know how wide these are supposed to be. You know, if you order them from someplace else, they are super soft. They're really nice. They feel like the spa headbands from April Bath and Shower at Dollar Tree. Same kind of thing. They feel really nice, you know, so I don't know. The price was right, you guys. I'll check it out and see if I like them. But that's what these are. I feel like Wonder Woman. Okay, one more look around to make sure I haven't missed anything. I have not. And so now I'm going to show you guys the finale, which I'm ambivalent about how I feel about it. So fortunately, I got everything at a really great price. As a new user to their app, the first time, this is my first order that I did through their app, I got like 90% off, which is fortunate because this came in, I don't want to call it damaged exactly, but it's a little bit damaged. And if I had paid full price, I probably would have been irritated and a little bit disgusted. And that is, I got one of these bog bag. Look how huge this is, guys. Whoa, look how big this is. One of the bog bag dupes. And I will say, okay, so the pros, the color. I love the color. It's exactly what I wanted. I think it's beautiful. The quality overall, like the material, this is tough. This is super nice. I mean, I will say it's well made. Very well made. What am I mad about? I am mad because they packed all my items inside the bag and then crushed it down. I've got a big blanket. I put a thick blanket inside to kind of like help it hold its shape so I could show you guys so it wasn't flopping all over. But if that blanket were in there, these sides would be collapsing down right now. They're kind of, you can see they're creased. You see that? And it's on both sides like that. There's a giant divot in it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to straighten it out exactly, but it certainly doesn't take away from the functionality. And once again, you guys, I got this at like 90% off. So this is ordinarily, I want to say, a $28 bag that I got for $2.80. Más o menos, right around there. So It was an incredible deal. If I paid full price, I'd be pissed. Because I didn't, I'm not so pissed. But I want to show you guys something real quick that I did, that I mentioned a couple videos ago, and that I credited to my friend, Delia, of My Crazy Crafty Life. Hey, Delia. So I had bought those silicone, the fruit-shaped silicone makeup brush cleaning mats. And at her suggestion, because they have suction cups on the back, she thought, use them like almost like giant shoe charms, right? Well, I will say, for the most part, it worked. Look, you guys, how cute is that? I got my strawberry and my watermelon. Now, here's the hard part, is that there's not necessarily going to be a hole where there is also a suction cup. So I may trim off the excess suction cup, or I may find a way to like just stick this down. It doesn't stick using the suction cup because this is a porous surface. It's like kind of bumpy. If it were totally a smooth surface, I think you could just suction this down and it would be fine. But for the most part, look how adorable this looks. It worked. I think this worked. And so here's what you have to do though. And I'll show you, hold on, let me set down the bag for a second. My arm's a little sore anyway. Oi. So I tried to adhere the pineapple, which I did. However, I was a little too rough on it and the suction cup came off the back. So I can probably actually super glue it back on and try again. But what you generally have to do, let me show you with the other two that are here. You have to kind of like fold it and then you kind of have to put one end in first and then like maneuver and be very careful pushing it through the holes, but it will work. It's just that because of the placement of the suction cups, it does not line up necessarily with the placement of the holes in the bag. It may not be the easiest, and you'll also only probably be able to do 1 to 2 suction cups through the holes because that's how it's going to wind up lining up. So that's the only small caveat, but generally speaking, it totally worked, Delia. And like, let's look at this again, you guys. How stinking cute is that? Well, except for the big fold marks, which again, I'm not going to be salty about. I'm really not. But I love this. I think it's amazing. And you know what else I think is going to be amazing are, set the bag down one more time. Oh, if only I could just sprout another arm at will. I get so excited. I just want to show you guys everything at once. These shoe charms from Dollar Tree, you can put one per hole. These should fit just fine, I think. In fact, let's try and pop one in right now. I'm going to just tear one of these open real quick, you guys. Hope you'll, oh, we're at 27 minutes. Yikes. I hope you'll indulge me for a second. I'm going to do this one. And let's see how it fits in the hole real quick. Oh, very well and very easily. There it is. I mean, it actually fits in there almost a little too easily. So these may fall out. You may want to, I don't know, reinforce it in some way. I'm not sure exactly. But overall, I think it works. I think it works as well as this. And overall, I will say this is an excellent bag, you guys. So if you want a cool beach tote for the summertime, I do recommend this one, but just understand that because TEMU is so efficient in their packing, it may come a little wonky. So I don't know, just something to consider, you guys. I wish they would use a box in some instances. This would have been one of those times that I wish they had. But anyway, you guys, overall, I like most of what I got, but a few not so nice surprises with these earrings. I do think I'm going to be able to make these drop earrings work. I think it's just, you know, on camera, I didn't want to fumble too much and that kind of thing. Everybody comment down below. Let me know, did you see anything you liked? What do you guys think of TEMU? Have you made any orders? I may also comment on some of these items that I wasn't able to get to work on camera, like those little huggy hoop earrings. If I am able to actually get them apart and try them, I'll let you know what I think. I'll let you know what I think of these little silver drop earrings once I'm off camera and able to actually try them on and that kind of thing. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me on this long little haul. And as always, I bid you all peace.